It's Stephen Bedard again, and I want to talk to you a little bit about theological education, and specifically doctoral programs. So you want to be a doctor, but what kind of doctor? What kind of degree should you get? Should you get a PhD or should you get a DMin? Now, by DMin, of course, I mean Doctor of Ministry, not a demon. We don't encourage that around here. But these are two of the options that you have as you're trying to decide what to do. You have enjoyed getting your master's degree, and now you want to go to the next level. What do you do? PhD or DMin? Well, the first question you have to ask is, what is your goal? What do you want to be doing with this degree? You may be wanting to be a better pastor. Maybe you want to have a deeper theological context to your ministry. Or perhaps you want to be teaching in a seminary or a university. These are questions you have to ask before you make that decision. If indeed you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a seminary teacher or a university teacher, if the professor route is the way you want to go, then I would definitely encourage you to do a PhD. That is what a PhD is designed to do. It's meant to be a research degree in which you get in-depth knowledge of a very specific subject and a very specific area within that subject. And you are then equipped to do research and to share that research with others, and you would be doing that through teaching in a seminary or university or a Bible college. You would also be writing and publishing, not just on popular levels, but you would be writing academic books, academic journals, those kind of things. That would be your focus. If you are a pastor and you are completely satisfied with that call, that you love your pastoral ministry, you love the work that's happening in the local church, but you just want to have some better training, an opportunity to research in an area that is relevant to your ministry, then I would definitely recommend a DMin, a doctorate of ministry. It is a great way to go and to help pastors to develop in these areas, and it's a great way to connect with other pastors who have similar interests and to dive back into the academic world. It's a very invigorating experience, and you can tell by the way I'm talking that I am indeed in a DMin program and have enjoyed it. So I have given you the official way to look at things. However, it actually is a little bit more complicated than that. So a DMin is not designed to equip you to be a teacher in a school, a Bible college, or any other type of Christian higher educational institute. That's not its role. However, if you do go to many of these schools, you will find that there are indeed people with DMins and they are teaching. In fact, I know of a couple of high-profile seminaries whose presidents were both, their highest degree was a DMin. Now, both of those have just retired, but that is something that was possible. And for myself, I have taught for a number of years at a Bible college and at a Christian university, and I actually haven't even finished my DMin. I have been in the DMin program, but I haven't finished it, and so I have been able to teach. And now, to be fair, I do have degrees beyond the MDiv. MDiv definitely does not equip you to teach, but I was able to get a Master of Theology and a Master of Arts in Biblical Studies. And so it was through that I was able to teach. And then the DMin studies just made it a little bit more attractive to those schools to allow me to do that. But on the other hand, in terms of my DMin studies and that role that I've had, I have written for scholarly journals. I do have articles that are published in that way. And so the fact that I don't have a PhD has not stopped me from doing that. You can do what you want to do within limits, of course. You probably can't go to a top secular university with your DMin and say, okay, I want to be a tenured professor. It's not likely to happen. But there certainly are opportunities, especially to teach adjunct at Christian schools. You could do that. I wouldn't expect that you will be full-time in that, but sometimes it's nice to be able to pastor at a church and to do some part-time teaching as well, and to bridge that gap between the church and the academy. So that is a lot of fun as well. Now, going back to the PhD, I've said that is designed to train people to be professors and to be researchers. However, there are many pastors who have gone the PhD route, and they have not left their church. They have not gone into full-time teaching for various reasons. Sometimes they want to do that and have not been able to, because the unfortunate truth is you can spend a lot of money and a lot of time getting a PhD and then find that there are no jobs. It can be very difficult. In fact, I was able to, without having a doctoral degree, help out a friend who had a PhD to get some teaching gigs, because I just happened to be connected with a school that was looking for some people, and on my recommendation I was able to give him some help. Whereas that's not what you would expect. You would expect it would be easier for the person with the PhD to teach. But I happened to have had the experience. I happened to have had the publishing record that I was able to do these things. So that's one reason why some people are pastors. Some people just love to be pastor theologians. Now, you don't have to have a PhD to be a pastor theologian. I think there's a way to do that beyond that. But there are pastors who love the experience of a PhD, and they use that in their ministry to just, again, have a deeper theological foundation for their ministry. In fact, there's an organization that is specifically for pastoral theologians, and it's called the Center for Pastor Theologians, and it's pastortheologians.com, which is very simple. Now, they expect you to have a PhD. They have a pretty strict understanding of what a pastor theologian is. So even once I get my DMin, I would not be allowed, although I could be a part of their group and go to their conferences and that type of thing. I could never be a fellow with the Center for Pastoral Theologians, because the expectation is that you are getting a PhD. But that's okay. They do some great things. They have a great podcast as well, and all kinds of resources on their website, so you can check that out. So have I given you a clear understanding? I don't know. I've kind of shown that it's rather messy. The official word is, if you're a pastor, get a DMin. If you want to be a professor, get a PhD. But the truth is, there are professors who have DMins and there are pastors who have PhDs. So I would encourage you to pray about it, to research, to talk to other people who are going through this, and to really wrestle with your call. What is it that you want to do? And I will tell you, as someone who is doing and almost finished my DMin, I am very happy with that. I have really loved the experience. I have been able to learn from some of the top scholars in the world, and I'm thankful for that. If you're looking for recommendations on where to study, I know the school where I got my 3 master's degrees, they have an excellent PhD program, and that's McMaster Divinity College in Hamilton, Ontario. And so it's an excellent school. And where I am doing my DMin, they have an excellent program as well, and that's at Acadia Divinity College, and that's in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. And that's designed for people who are in full-time pastoral ministry, so you don't have to quit your church to get the degree. So it's been a great experience. So I hope that's helpful. Maybe I've confused you more. Maybe I've given you some clarification. I don't know. But thank you for watching the video. Come and visit me at my website at stephenjbedard.com, and we will be seeing you on our next video. God bless.